Aries, I'm going to think on this because there's a tremendous amount of power. A powerful connection that you feel. And I would trust your gut and instincts on all of it, but let's work through it because it's a complicated connection. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Always check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Then you're going to get a really well-rounded impact of the energy around you. These are not date specific, but I do post a new one every single week. So please, Aries, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell below. Select all notifications. That way you'll get notified. I upload Aries along with Gemini and Taurus every single Thursday before 6 a.m. Los Angeles time. So that's 9 a.m. They all drop by East Coast time. This is a powerful connection. And I can confirm right now, this is definitely somebody that you are connected to. It's not just some unreciprocated thing. But there's a powerful connection here that's complex because the connection enables you to feel a lot of different things. And that connection, one, is just, first of all, how deep. Think of that Bee Gees song, right? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Because I can feel you. Don't you know that? Don't you know that psychically I can feel you? I can feel what you're up to. I can feel your doubts. I can feel your treachery. I can feel your insecurities. I feel you. And so there's nothing that you can hide from me. And so when you act in a way that you should not act, it hurts me. But I can't stop being connected to you because this connection isn't entirely my doing. Of course, you can choose to stay connected or not, but there's a little bit of meant to be oneness here that it just is. It's just real. So what can you do about this, Aries? We're going to get into the reading. You know there's always an extended reading, and this is going to be real good to get into the juicy stuff. It's an almost personal reading and a romance-specific reading, 2 readings in 1 video. That link is always down below, and you can subscribe over on Vimeo too. In fact, I encourage you to, because you'll get access to those videos about a day before they come out over here. But while we're here, let's get into the gnarly. And it is a little gnarly because of all the complexities and emotions and the fact that it's not so easy to just cut yourself off. However, there is power here. There is power. And I don't mean it in like dominating, ha 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 kind of way. I mean power as in for you and your happiness, right? What can you do with this connection? It is not only one-sided, Aries. This connection is also, so if you can feel their shit, they can feel your shit. You know what I'm saying? And so now ask yourself, what do I want them to feel? And put yourself into that vibration. And you put yourself into that vibration by believing, dreaming, thinking those thoughts that put you into the vibration that you want to be true. This is not the same as delusions. You know what the reality is. You know what you're feeling, but you want to actively encourage a different feeling, a different vibration. It can't be fake. You can't just be thinking it and still feeling betrayed or sad or distrust. And it doesn't, let me tell you something. The thought doesn't even have to be of them. The thought could be of your childhood. The thought could be of your favorite place on earth that you found when you were traveling. The thought could be of you and your pet. Let that thought be of vibrational love. Only think of love so that you are perpetually in this state of love. And that is going to infect or carry over to them. Why do I know this? Because you have oneness here and you have candle. And a flame can light another candle. You've heard this. This is not my quote. I believe this is a Buddhist quote. Or maybe Hindu, I'm sorry. A flame can light another candle without diminishing its flame. So you can share this vibration without in any way, shape, or form diminishing your vibration. There is a oneness here. There is a connectivity. And now you light this other flame, and now that flame is your flame. But it's in a different place. There is a connectivity and a perpetuity. Is that the right word? In other words, it continues to perpetuate itself and ripple out. The vibrations will continue to ripple out, and the flame or the light will continue to grow. That is how these vibrations behave. You are attached. There is a strand that links you two. And teeth, what do teeth mean? Power. That's why if you have a dream about losing teeth, it means you feel like you're losing power or powerless. Teeth means power. Power. You have the ability to affect this situation. Now, what is the situation? Lenormand cards, bada bing, bada boom. Especially if you're a man or identify as a man, this is about you questioning your loyalty, feeling shaky, feeling weak, or feeling disloyalty around you. If you're dealing with a man, this is about feeling their loyalty in question, wondering about their loyalty in question. This is a dog and a man. Right, man's best friend is dog, but there's some sort of confusion or cloudiness here about their loyalty. Funny story, one of my best friends is an Aries, and she's dating a man who loves his dog a little too much. And I just thought of her, and so it doesn't have to be heavy and deep, but it could be literal, like, am I your best friend? Is your motherfucking dog your best friend? Because maybe the dog needs to make some room for me in the bed. You want to get laid tonight? You know, it can be that too. There's different levels of how this could be. You could be experiencing this. Either way, there's just a sense of loyalty, and who knows? Her man could be feeling like, oh my God, because I know how it feels to be a dog parent. You love them, right? So he could be feeling, am I disloyal to my dog? Am I hurting my dog's feelings? You know, all of these things, like loyalty coming into question doesn't necessarily mean somebody is cheating on you. It just means there's confusion or cloudedness of what do I do in this situation? Maybe you're at a situation in your relationship, Aries, or in a relationship, could be at work, right? Where you've never really like breached this part before. You know, like, how do I do this? How do I show loyalty to the project and stay focused while also disseminating the work fairly and keeping the morale up? It could be a lot of different applications for this energy, but loyalty is the enigma right now. Like, how do I do this right? And how do I deal with this discomfort? So let's go on to, let's go on to these cards. Aries. Angel of Miracles, open your heart. See, I don't play. Open your heart and expect miracles. And that's really what focusing on the vibration of love is. And it doesn't matter what brings you to the vibration of love. It really doesn't. Like think the thoughts that bring you to the vibration of love, and then think about the person you want to share the love with. You know, you think about, like, the thoughts have to inspire the feeling, right? And then incorporate them into the thought. But start first with, like, the thought that you know will bring you to that happy vibration. It's almost like your tuning fork, right? It's almost like that tuning fork where you connect to that God inside of you, and that's the perfect pitch. And then you share that perfect pitch with your person, or what you're thinking of. That's that specific subject matter in the 3D, right? And then slowly but surely, don't just like dive right in. Take those steps one after the other. Angel of Miracles, so open your heart to a miracle. So this means good stuff is popping off. Live life to the fullest. And then discover your courage. So you are very much willing to put yourself out there and dare. Are you daring enough to open your heart? Because sometimes that's the scariest thing to do. Now, open your heart doesn't mean, I love you, marry me. When you ain't known some motherfucker but a week. No. But I'm saying open your heart to feeling love. You know, there's a little bit of vulnerability there all the time, of course. Of course. That's the best risk of all. Food, right? Food, indulging, luxuriating, enjoying life to the fullest. Shouting saying what you really feel. Indulge in being who you are out loud. Indulge in saying what you really feel out loud. There's something that you have to get off your chest. Also, here we have obedience. You know that somebody's sneaking something in. You know that somebody isn't 100% on the fucking up and up, or it's you that is actually keeping some secret. Now, it may not be. It may just be a secret like they'll never love me for this. I got to hide this part of myself or else they'll never love me. That's bullshit, right? But we tell ourselves that kind of stuff all the time. All the time. You need to let your whole self out. Even your dragon self. Even your dangerous self. You need to let your whole self out. Ooh, get off your chest what you need to say. Because maybe that's where you're feeling the disloyalty. You feel disloyalty because you haven't been honest with somebody. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're cheating or anything like that. It just means that you know that you're like not in your, and this isn't really an Aries thing to do, right? But you're like not in your head yes when you really want to be like, no. You need to get it off your chest. We have I am beautiful. Seeing beauty in all of you. A reminder that you are lovable and you are worthy, and that you are worthy of being loved for your full self, not parts of yourself, and that your whole self has to be seen, not just parts of yourself, and that it is not a real connection or being true to yourself or your life purpose, your God space, I call it. If you're piecemealing yourself, you're picking apart yourself, and you're saying that there are parts of me that don't deserve love. So this is finding the courage in yourself to be all of you out loud. Aries. 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 I also think in some ways this is somebody who finds you beautiful. Somebody who finds you attractive. Or, okay, hold on. There's more shit that came out. Crap. Emotional loss is here. You could have lost faith in somebody. Or there is just this, yeah, you could have lost faith in somebody, or you could have lost feelings for somebody, or you feel like somebody's lost feelings for you. Patience and planning. This is making a decision. You want to move forward. You're looking toward the future, but maybe you're not as psyched about it as you once were. I don't know, the wine has lost its taste. What's going on? What happened to make you not so psyched about something that once you were so psyched about? And maybe that's what you're containing. Memories of love has come out in reverse. So it's almost like in some ways, maybe, let me say this. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit numb because somebody that you loved and lost, like you don't even have memories of them anymore. You ever get that experience when, especially somebody who's deceased that you loved so much, and then you're remembering them one day, or you see a picture of them one day, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even remember that. I didn't even remember their hair color, or I didn't remember what they look like. You ever feel, and then you just take a hit to your heart, like, how could I forget? That's the disloyalty, right? The perceived disloyalty. How could I forget them? You're not forgetting them. You're not. You know, they don't have that shape or form as a body anymore. Those are just memories of what used to be. You know, and what used to be is not where you're supposed to live, and it's not where they are anymore either. They're in the eternal. So to connect to them, you don't connect to the past and how they used to be. You connect to where they are now. And where they are now is with God and eternal love. So you remember the feeling of them. It doesn't have to matter. The look of them doesn't matter. You're not being disloyal by not remembering the look of them. You're opening your heart to the feeling of them, because that's what they are now. That's where they exist. So that could be something that you're going through right now. It could also be sort of like maybe you haven't seen somebody in a long time. You started to forget how they looked, or you started to forget how you felt, or feeling your feelings being diminished, and you're a little bit worried about it. Maybe you're starting to feel a little disloyal for it. That's not disloyalty. That's just nature, you know, and fear is just going to exacerbate the situation. There's no need to, oh, wow. I just realized something. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5. 5. And then you've got emotional loss. Something is changing here. Maybe your feelings for somebody are changing because of questioning their loyalty. Aries. Aries. Or questioning your loyalty. Wondering, am I as into this as I used to be? You know, Aries, you are in Leo right now. You really have to be kept high activity. If somebody's boring you, that's not going to work. You know? You got to be with somebody who will keep you going. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So this is coming. This is coming the day I release this video. Thursday, you have a full moon in Capricorn. So you're about done. So in other words, a decision is about to be made. You've worked really hard on this, and now you're going to know, is it worth it or not? Balance spirituality and practicality. So this is, how do I take, how do I get my hopes and my aspirations married to or in sync with the truth around me? You know, reality is just another vision, a form of the spirit world. So it's not actually different. It's just another form of it. So I have to find a way to balance what is real with my ideals. And maybe that's the issue right now is, if you've been working hard to do something, has it been worth it? Has it been not been? I've been working really hard to like keep these feelings going, but why do I have to work so hard to keep these feelings going? It's a good question. Believe in the impossible. So is this full moon on the rise, or is the bubble about to pop? You let me know what you see when you see this picture. Believe in the impossible, which is what? That you can actually be completely happy. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, that feels like another message entirely. And energy is gaining momentum. You and your loved ones are safe. This is fourth. There's also, so maybe there's a little bit of a distraction here for you right now, Aries. You know, or this has to do with, you know, your family or somebody from your family that you're remembering. And in other words, they're okay. They're fine. They feel love. They love you. That's not the problem. The problem is how you perceive you're not doing enough. And the energy is gaining momentum. I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what something means. The work that you've put into something is starting to take off. It's starting to show. So even though the emotional side might be a little wonky, the ambition side is actually really picking up and moving forward. I feel like those are two different messages, but it's an important message to cut through. This is definitely like career or something. The energy is gaining momentum. Or there's a breakthrough in your emotional circumstance or situation. Let's keep going. Aries, 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 Aries. Keep dancing. Keep enjoying yourself. Keep active. Keep in motion. Keep believing in the full moon. This is by the full moon. Keep going. So try to keep going. Don't give up on something. Keep working. Clean up your mess. The past is the past. Let it be. I feel like just sing. This is once again letting out what you feel. It's almost like you need, you don't just need to say something. Maybe you need to apologize. Or in some ways, there's just this sense of you feel like you've broken everything. You feel like you've fucked everything up. But you've only fucked everything up if this is where you stay. If you don't let yourself keep moving onward from it and find a way to move forward. Figure out, do you want to move forward? Because if you do, there is still a way forward. You have to keep in the momentum. All right? Aries. Standing alone, standing in your own dignity, standing in your own integrity. This is in the past. This is very Virgo energy. So you committed yourself to making something work. And you want to see it work. If you're, I will say this, Aries, if you're in a partnership with somebody, it can't just be you, right? It has to be both sides. This is also 5. 4 plus 1 plus 4, 14 is 5. You got a lot of 5s here. This lots of changes. Changes to how you see your world and changes to what you want, maybe even changes to who you are and what is important to you. Let the changes happen. You've worked for them. You're here at this point in your life for a reason. Trust. It's hard. Trust. So this is going to feel, in other words, it's going to feel wonky. It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel scary because there are still emotions from the past trying to pull you down. But there's definitely the signs of hope coming in from the doves, moving forward. Let it pull you. You're being pulled. You want to go that way, but there's a fear. I'm scared. I'm scared. And that's okay as long as you identify it and know it and still take baby steps away from it. And then we have spontaneous and intuitive creation. Is this the right time? Is this the right time? I just got this weird. Are you guys pondering babies or thinking about babies or childbirth or bringing something new into the world? Like there's almost something like that, whereas I made a decision that I wasn't going to, but now I'm rethinking it. It may not be babies, but it could be something that you're birthing, a business or an idea or a project. But it's almost like I felt like I never do it, or I said I never would, but I want to and I need to now. Do it now. Do it. That inspiration is coming from somewhere. And you have to honor it. Ooh. This reading just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Chop wood, keep working, fork in the road, there's a change. And this is an in-between period of your life. So chop wood means keep on working. Observer means, I feel like you're being observed, like somebody's watching you work really hard. It's like the cosmos sees how fucking hard that you're working. And now you've come to a crossroads. You've come to this in-between phase in your life. So what do you choose? What should you choose? What is it that you really want? That's what I need to know. Aries. Citrine is here. Citrine is here. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. Kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now, which might be what this is about health and healing. I told you this was Virgo energy for you. Taking a step back to just like get away from everybody else's craziness and give yourself some like time to understand your own confusion. Purification and detoxification. Garnet. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. And ametrine, balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Maybe that's what you're not trusting, your creativity, but you feel it rupturing up again. If you've been squashed for a long time, Aries, your creativity is about to explode outward. You must honor that. Let's go into your animal totems. Those are really important messages. The animal totems are basically how the universe uses the natural world to talk to you. So when you see these animals, you see these signs, you see these symbols, or you see the animal themselves especially, you know that God has a message for you. And beyond that, you know to look around at everything that's around you because it's important. Sweet results await. So there is some sort of prosperity coming because you worked hard. That's the bee energy. And then be generous of spirit, prosperity and abundance coming because you worked hard, because you followed your heart. This is courage. This is also leadership. Becoming a leader because of your hard work. Not even intending to be a leader, but showing people, being a demonstration, being an example of what it is to work hard. And then truth transcends illusion. The truth is coming out about you. People are seeing you for all that you are. Finally, you are getting what you deserve, which is the attention you deserve. This was always in Spirit's plan. You have Koala. He looks at things calmly from on high. He reminds me of a little Buddha. So in other words, this is oneness. This is wholeness. This is connection to Spirit. Spirit always had this in mind for you. You followed Spirit's path. You get the honey. You have overcome a shit ton of obstacles moving forward, and now you're going to get to be who you want to be out loud. This is Canary. This is freedom. I've gotten over the obstacles. Guess what? Now I get to be with my tribe, with the people I belong with. This is a breakthrough. So let's go over into tarot. I'll do your angel messages over there. I want to continue and dig down into specifics. I love you guys. Please join me below. I'll see you over there.